The living room. Nothing fancy, just enough to keep an eye on things. For the first few days, everything was normal. The usual clips, cars driving by, the mailman dropping off packages, neighborhood cats slinking across the yard. Boring, exactly how I wanted it. But on the fourth night, I woke up to the motion alert on my phone. The timestamp read 2:43 a.m. I opened the app, expecting maybe a raccoon. Instead, I saw a man. He stood at the very edge of my driveway, just barely within the camera's range. Tall, unmoving, staring directly at the lens. His face was hidden in shadow, but I could see his eyes, two pale reflections glowing faintly. I froze, watching the live feed. He didn't move. Didn't walk closer. Just stood there. After a few minutes, I worked up the courage to peek out the window. Nothing. The driveway was empty. But when I looked back at the footage, he was still there. Standing. Watching. The next morning, I checked the saved clip. Nothing. The app claimed no motion had been detected at 2:43. By the second night, I was paranoid. I kept the feed open on my phone as I tried to sleep. Sure enough, at 2:43 a.m. sharp, the alert came again. This time, he was closer. Halfway up the driveway, face still hidden, eyes glinting. I jumped from bed and ran to the window. Once again, no one there. But the live feed showed him still staring. Shaking, I tried calling the police, but as soon as I described it, the line went dead. Static swallowed the call. By the third night, I didn't want to look, but I had to. At 2:43 a.m., the alert came. This time, he wasn't outside. He was in the living room. The inside camera showed him standing in the corner, impossibly tall, his body stretched thin, limbs wrong, too long. His head tilted back, mouth hanging open. My breath caught. I was locked in my bedroom, the door shut. But he was inside. I stared at the feed, too afraid to move. Then, slowly, he turned his head toward the camera. His eyes caught the light, glowing pale again. And then he smiled. The screen flickered, and the feed cut to black. I sat frozen in bed until morning. When the sun came up, I forced myself to check the living room. Empty. No signs of anyone. But when I opened the app later, all three cameras were offline. The app displayed one final saved image before the feed cut out. It was me, asleep in bed. And just behind me, leaning over with his face inches from mine, was the man.